Hello dear students. The last tutorials we have been working on with Cisco Packet Tracer's different simulations, right? We have dealt with VLAN, we have dealt with switch, router based, and the last one is the 300 router based networking that uses the modem and cloud as well. I expect you to have a look on those. But when you think about computer networks, you don't always think about you don't always think about the way how hardware is laid out, but you also think about some programming side of the computer networks as well, which is called the socket programming, right? The socket programming can be done with a variety of programming languages, and in the early weeks in the classes I have shown you the socket programming with the Java programming. I showed you some basic messenger app that was built by the Data. And the last week I have also shared you with an idea to have some auction type of application that may allow students in the campus to put something on auction and then make some bidding and buy and sell some stuff among students, which could be a kind of a fun activity, right? So for that application, in this video, I have actually built the application itself with the master side and the client side, and I would like to demonstrate that application in this tutorial. So the idea of the socket programming, as I have mentioned in the previous classes, so you're gonna build the server side of the socket programming. So it will be on, and it would be listening for the clients to get connected, right? So each client individually will send a connection request, and the server will accept it, and the rest on the interactions will be carried on, right? So it's one server and multiple clients. For each client, the new socket will be created. The in detail theories of the socket programming itself, we will take a look in the classes with the source code availability. But the main idea of this application, I have made some basic drawings on a paper. So you're gonna have a window, you're gonna have a JFrame that should look like the image you see on the left. So you're gonna I just called it the BidMaster. So we should launch the auction, and we should launch the auction on one particular device. So here I put the name and the text field. So you write the device, I don't know, it can be like a Warhammer Space Marine from Joy Toy, right? Or some Wilson tennis racket. You write that name and you put the starting price, and you click the start auction, and you wait for the clients to get connected, right? So as many clients you may have, you can take a look a picture on the right. So there will be a window, BidMaker, right? And the name, the client will write his or her name and click the join auction, right? And then the things that happen within the interaction, they will be synchronized in this text area in the middle, right? So both you can see all the master and the client, they can have this text area to see what's going on, right? So once let's say two clients have connected, right? So the clients will start to make a bid. On the bottom corner, you can see each client can put the bid and then press the bid button, and then the bidding process goes on. And whenever the bidding process kind of stops, like somebody put the largest bid, so we have a button here on the master side that says the final bid. So the one who manages this auction presses the final bid button, and one of the clients who put the highest bid should press the yes final bid button, and with that the auction will be finished, right? So and the item goes to the client who had the largest bid, right? And after that you can just press the end the auction button. So this is the basic idea. And we have here two different source codes. I will briefly take a look to each one of them one by one. So this is the BidMasterWindow. So it's written in Java, right? So we have some listeners and we have some methods for each button click, right? And this is the BidMaker, the the JFrame for the client, right? So we will take a look each in detail during the classes, and I have also created the GitHub repository for that. You can go to this GitHub repository. Here I have put two folders. The first folder just shows the GUI of this Java 2 JFrames, and the second just shows you the files that I have just shown, which is the implementation of this program, right? So let's go to the implementation of this application. So I'm going to need 3 windows, each pointing to the desktop. So I'll open one more window, and it will be also pointing to the desktop. And with the first one, I will compile the master, and with the second and third one, I will compile the client, and then we will, launch one by one. I can compile all with the same comment. I will launch the master with the first window. So with the first window, I will launch the BidMasterWindow. So here we have BidMasterWindow. It's launched, so we'll put it aside. And with the second command prompt, I will compile the BidMakerWindow, right, which is launched. And we need 2 clients at least, right? So with the third command prompt, I will compile one more. I think the comment doesn't read, so BidMakerWindow. So we have 3 clients. We can put the command prompt aside, and now we can start the auction process. So I'll put the windows properly over here so that we can see everything in order. So this one goes over here, and this one goes over here, and we have the BidMaster, right? So the auction should start. As I mentioned, you can put some items for the auction, right? So we will go to the BidMaster, and then here we say, for example, as I mentioned, Warhammer, let's say Space Marine Joy Toy, right? By Joy Toy. And let's say it costs around $35, right? So initial cost, right? Starting price. So we start the auction, and here is the text: Warhammer Space Marine Joy Toy, $35. And the server has started listening to ports. The socket programming server, and now it's waiting for the clients to join. So we will join the first client. Let's say the first client is the Alice. And we'll click the join, and here you can see Alice joined the auction, and here we can see that message also printed here. And the next one is the, let's say, Bob, right? So he also joins the auction, and here you can see Bob joined it. This one is also informed that Bob joined it, and the server as well at the same time also informed that Bob has joined it, right? So the $35 is the initial price. So this, let's say Alice wants to bid for the $37, right? So you can see the Alice bid the 37, and here is also shown 37. And let's say Bob wants to go for the $39, right? And once again, that information is also shown here. What if, let's say, Alice wants to have a top bid, right? So she offers $45, right? And probably Bob is not that interested to have this item for that money, so he kind of doesn't take any more bidding action. But the Alice is the is the one who put the largest bid, and the bidding process is kind of being kind of stopped, right? So what the BidMaster does, the BidMaster just clicks the is it the final bid, clicks the button is it the final bid, and that message is sent to everyone. So Alice sent the final bid as a $45, and that is informed to the Bob as well. So Alice has to press that, yeah, this is the final bid, and finally Alice is confirmed with the particular item. So a few things can be improved here. For example, I came up into the auction with the name of the item, but that item has not been mentioned for these two clients. So that you can add that improvement as well. So idea here was this project is I want you to get involved with the socket programming, and I want you to improve this particular application. And I consider to give it as a 1 or 2 weeks project. I suppose it's going to be group project, so you can also earn some points. And the main idea is you have to add some 4 to 5 improvements for this project. And you should also read and understand the socket programming principles, which are inside these source codes, right? So which I have showed in the beginning of this tutorial. So enjoy the socket programming. So you once again, this is the sort of a task to learn socket programming and learn and practice through building this auction app. And yeah, that's all I wanted to deliver. So to finish this auction, so we will just go to the BidMaster and click the end the auction, and both clients have been disconnected. So if you try to send some biddings after the disconnection, so that can't be accepted, right? So I'll close the windows for both the client and for the BidMaster, and I expect you to view the source codes in the provided URL. And I hope we're gonna have a good fun time coding socket programming in the classes. All right, see you next week in the classes. Thanks for the attention.